In today's video, I'm going to be doing an intro wash on my new car, which is this i20N, but there are still plenty of things that I want to do to it to get it looking as good as possible. In this video, I'm going to be giving it a wash and a thorough interior clean, and I'm going to be using some products which have been kindly sent out to test, and as always, giving you my honest thoughts on them throughout the video. As usual, I started off on the wheels by giving them a pre-wash with Carbon Collective Citrus Cleanser. To actually contact clean the wheels, I used again another Carbon Collective chemical, which is their Apex wheel cleaner, and I also used the citrus cleanser on the tyres too. Finally, I applied some of the Armour Detail Supply shampoo over the top of the two other chemicals. This combination of three products did an excellent job and exactly what I needed it to do here. The wheels aren't in bad condition, but my plan is in the near future to remove them from the car and give them a more thorough clean and ceramic coating. As you may have noticed, these are matte wheels, so they can't be clayed and polished to remove contamination and improve the finish. So I think it's best to get them coated as soon as possible, so that they stay looking nice and fresh and make it easier to clean. For the pre-wash, I sprayed the Carbon Collective Citrus Cleanser on a few spot areas, mainly where some mud had flicked up behind the front wheels and on the rear of the car as well. I then went in with Garage Therapy Snow Foam, a 1:9 dilution, and coated the entire car. Now this is version 3 of the products, and I have tried versions 1 and 2, which were both excellent. The foam is still relatively thin like with version 2, however I would say the consistency is a touch better for my preference. It leaves a nice blanket over the car, but I did have to watch out for it a little bit slipping off some sections of the car, which are areas could potentially dry out. However, I did get 5 minutes of dwell time out of it, which is fine for me, The cleaning power was excellent and it had no trouble at all on this car. The Carbon Collective Citrus was only used in spot areas, and when I'd rinsed the car I couldn't see any difference between the areas that had been treated with citrus and the ones that hadn't, so I reckon I could have just skipped that step. If you are enjoying the video so far, then it would be brilliant if you could drop it a like, as it really does help to push it out to more people and is always greatly appreciated. For the contact wash, I went with Armour Detail Supplies Shampoo Plus, which is a pH neutral pure shampoo. I went with this in a foam length at a 1:9 dilution, and it produced a really nice consistency and felt really nice and slick on the panel. I've tried a lot of really good shampoos and they are quite hard to separate. I do think though this one is up there, and it's one I'd be very happy to continue using on my own vehicle. Now in terms of protection, I was just looking for something nice and quick to apply here, as it was only about 3 degrees when I was filming this, and I do have plans to ceramic coat this car in the next couple of months, so I didn't need anything too durable. So the product of choice here was Garage Therapy's Zeta, which is a spray and rinse sealant that you can either apply in a bottle or in a foam ant, as I'm doing here. When I rinsed the car down, I could tell that the panels definitely had a boost to the water behaviour, and there was a noticeable increase in slickness on the panel as well. I did give this a couple of minutes of dwell time before rinsing it off to help the sealant bond as much as possible. You can go ahead with a second layer, particularly on cars which haven't been coated previously, but as I said, I just wanted something nice and quick here and I didn't need something really that heavy duty on the paintwork. To dry the car, I went in with the Rag Company Liquidator, first primed that on the windows, and then I gave both the panels and the towel a bit of a spritz with Enzo's Simple Detailer, just to act as a drying aid throughout the process. For the tyres, I went in with Auto Finesse Satin Tyre Cream. I applied this quite liberally and then knocked back the finish about 15 minutes later, and I was really happy with the look of the tyres after this. So the interior on this car had been cleaned before I collected it, so it wasn't particularly dirty, but it was covered in a shiny finish, most likely left by some kind of dash shine spray. This is a pet hate for me, so I wanted to get rid of it as quickly as possible. So I went in with the Enzo interior cleaner on a detail locker scrub pad to tackle that. Most of the car had been covered in this, so it did take a little bit of time to go around it, but I was definitely a lot happier with the finish after I'd done. On the fabric areas of the seats, I went in with that same combination of the scrub pad and that Enzo interior cleaner before extracting with my Vax spot wash. The seats did actually look quite clean on this car, but when I extracted it, I was quite shocked at just how dirty the water was. I only had a chance to go over each seat twice, so I'm likely going to repeat this process on each seat individually in future until that water runs totally clean, as that will help me feel like I've totally reset the car and it'll be in as new condition as possible. On the leather steering wheel and areas of the seats, I went in with Geist leather and vinyl cleaner on one of their sponges, which is a nice non-aggressive combination, just to remove any sheen left over. I also made use of my Karcher steam cleaner to give the footwells and the pedals a quick refresh. Now I did have some new mats on order, but I thought I'd give these just a quick clean before they arrived, starting off with a vacuum and then I again used the Enzo interior cleaner and a detail locker scrub pad. There was a slightly interesting revelation here, as I noticed that black transfer was coming off on that scrub pad, and quickly realised that instead of the mats being cleaned previously, before the car was sold to me, they instead were spray painted black. I have heard of some places doing this in the past and I just find it absolutely terrible. Why you wouldn't just throw the mats away if they were at the point where you had to spray paint them, I have no idea. But I could only laugh and be thankful for the quick delivery on my new mats. Hopefully you can see the difference between the N logo and be able to tell quite easily which the new one is. The final thing that I did on the interior was just use the Geist dye and friction blocker. It works on both real and fake leather, which a lot of seats have a combination of the two, and it's a nice easy step that just helps to shield the surface.